Will arrive soon. I request once again the prize winners to be seated in their seats in the front rows provided. Silence, please.
Amritotsava Namaha. My humble pranams to the lotus feet of Amma, Shri Mata Amritanandamayi. Rabindranath Tagore once said, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high into the heaven of freedom, let my country awake. Today, in the spirit of those very words, we awaken this hall to celebrate the minds that dared, heads that rose, and hearts that served. Welcome to Amritotsava 2026, a present morning to one and all present here. It gives us immense joy and pride to welcome you to Amritotsava 2026, the institutional day celebration of our esteemed institution, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Bengaluru.
Institution Day is not merely a celebration. It is a reflection of our journey, our achievements, and our values and our aspirations. It is a day to honor excellence, celebrate talent, and reaffirm our commitment to knowledge and service.
On behalf of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, I, U Kritika, along with Ms. Archana, extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you gathered here for the day.
We are deeply honored by the gracious presence of our distinguished dignitaries, Shri Ram Subramaniam, Vice President and GCC Lead at Qualcomm, as our Chief Guest of the day. Dr. P. Manoj, Campus Director, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Bengaluru. Dr. Sri Ram Devanathan, Principal, Amrita School of Engineering, Bengaluru. Dr. E. A. Gopal Krishnan, Principal, Amrita School of Computing and Amrita School of AI, Bengaluru. We warmly welcome all our respected dignitaries, faculty fraternity, dear students, and members of supporting departments of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Bengaluru.
There is a beautiful Sanskrit saying, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Lead me from the darkness to light. This lamp we are about to light is not merely a flame. It is an affirmation that every time we chose knowledge over ignorance, service over self and truth over convenience, we carry that light forward. I humbly request our chief guest, Dr. Sri Ram Subramaniam sir, and our campus director, Dr. P. Manoj, and Sri Ram Devnathan sir, principal, School of Engineering, and Dr. E. A. Gopalakrishnan sir, School of Computing and AI, parents of Karthik Kalaiselvan, and Dr. Vidya H.A., chairperson of Tripoli Department, to kindly come forward for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp.
I request all audience to kindly rise. Divat Jyoti Parabrahma, Divat Jyoti Janardhana, Deepo me haratu pavam, Divat Jyotir Namostade. I fold my hands before the Lord, the maintainer of this creation, in the form of this light. I adore this light, which destroys all the pains resulting from my omissions and commissions. Mother, we pray for your blessings. With all humility, give us wisdom to make this world a better place. May all human beings live in harmony with nature and other forms of life. May the truth prevail. May the darkness of ignorance be swept away by the dawn of self-realization.
It is said that every great beginning deserves a prayer. As we stand at the threshold of this celebration, let us still open our minds, open our hearts, and receive the blessing. We now request everyone to remain standing for the invocation song as we invite Sirisha ma'am along with our students Nandana Girish and Sahidya Madhusudan to invoke the divine blessings of Amma through prayer.
ध्यायामो धवलावकुण्डनवतीं तेजोमयीं नैष्टिकीं स्निग्धापाङ्गविलोकिनीं भगवतीं मन्दस्मितश्रीमुखीं वात्सल्यामृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं सङ्कीर्तनालापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मधुसिक्तसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकामीश्वरीम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकामीश्वरीम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकामीश्वरीम्.
Thank you. Please be seated. Dr. Manoj, our campus director, Dean, School of Business, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham Bengaluru campus, has embarked on his professional odyssey with Singapore Navy, serving with distinction as a naval officer for 13 years, specializing in electronic warfare. An academician at heart, Dr. Manoj holds an electrical and electronics engineering degree from Singapore, a master's in information studies from the prestigious Nanyang Technological University, and an MBA in IT management from the University of Surrey in UK. Dr. Manoj then moved to the IT industry, first as an IT manager in an international law firm, then rising to the role of Singapore country manager for SoftBridge Solutions, an IT services firm with a presence in Japan, Singapore, and in India. His professional journey then led him to Sydney, Australia, where he worked as an IT security analyst, diving deep into the critical domain of cyber and information security. He is a certified information systems auditor, bringing both insight and integrity to the complex world of IT security. In 2007, Dr. Manoj returned to India to join Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. His PhD in disaster management from Amrita reflects his deep commitment to building resilience in society, blending technical knowledge with humanitarian focus. From the waters of Singapore Navy to the halls of academia, from the boardrooms of technology firms to the classrooms of Amrita, Dr. Manoj's journey is a testament that the best leaders are those who never stop learning, never stop serving. It is now my honor to invite to set the tone for this grand occasion. I now have the honor of inviting Dr. P. Manoj, our campus director, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Bengaluru, to deliver the welcome address. May I now request you, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Very, literally a very warm welcome to all of you, very warm, and I think it's pretty humid as well. Welcome to all of you. This is a great honor for me, pleasure for me to invite, to see such groups of very young our future, and of course, to honor all of you. We are honored to have our chief guest, Dr. Ram Subramaniam from Qualcomm, who has taken his time off. You know, these days, you know how corporates work, and you know every moment that they are away from the corporates, it's some money lost. So we're very happy and honored to have and welcome Dr. Ram Subramaniam to our Amritotsava Amrita Kanjalanjali function. And also, I would like to also put on record a warm welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Kalai Chelvam, who has given us who's been a strong supporter of Amrita, and we want to honor them, and we welcome and thank them for all the support that they have been giving us over the last many years. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir. Again, Again, of course, a very warm welcome to the people who makes this campus tick. Dr. Sriram Devanathan, the principal of the engineering, who's been the driving force of everything that's happening here, as well as Dr. Gopal Krishnan, who's the principal of the computer science and the AI school as well. So, and of course, you know, all the others, who have helped organize all the HODs, the faculty members. And it's actually an honor for all of them that we are having this program here. You know, this is like this is actually the institution day, which is, you know, maybe many of you, maybe in other, when you have friends in other colleges, they will call it institution day. So for us, it's slightly different, right? And so it's Amritotsavam, and it's a celebration. When you say Utsav, it's actually a celebration. I'm sure Dr. Sriram is the expert in terms of trying to figure out what it actually means. So I'm looking forward if he has got some, nice things to say about that. But again, it's a celebration at the end of the day. And it is to celebrate another year of what Amrita Bengaluru, specifically campus, has been able to achieve. And I think in the last year, I think Dr. Sriram will read out the list of achievements that we've had in the last 1 year. But I'd also like to remind you that, you know, this university is only about 20, 25 years old. If you look at all the other universities that you see in the news, if you're comparing with... No, I already did. Yeah. So we just want to present a bouquet again to the parents of Mr. Karthik Kalaiselvan, because I think... Right. So as I said, we want to remind what we have achieved in the last 25 years is the base, it's truly extraordinary, I would say. I have also been associated or been around in the world for many parts of the world. And, to see something like this is quite extraordinary. And I think, in many of the circles that we talk to, whether it's the ministry or whether it is in the higher, they all wonder how, Amrita has reached where it is right now. And I think, the vision that our Chancellor, Mother Amritanandamayi Devi, had in setting up this university and the guidance provided is the main reason for why these things, why we have been able to achieve. And why we are all very happy to have all of you as part of this success story. And as you know, we have expanded from a small little campus, which was not part of any university in our Amritapuri, right now to be a university with 10 campuses and also one online campus, as well as with the most recent campus being the Haridwar campus in India. So technically, as I was telling, we have a campus in Nagarkoil, which is near Kanyakumari, and then we have right in the north as well in Haridwar. And then we have the campus in the east, which is in Chennai, and then we have the campus in the west, so in Kerala. So technically, we've got a presence in all the 4 corners of India. Now, there are other campuses coming up as well, so your guess is as good as mine how big we will be. And in a few years, where we are. And of course, all of this success is not because we've had great planning or anything. That's only small story. But it's got to do with how the kind of students how our alumni, how you students are performing, how you students have made a mark in the industry. So I think that's the main driving force of our university. I don't want to take too much time today because I know it's very hot and we all probably want to move on with the program. Again, I just want to say that a very, very warm welcome to all of you. And congratulations to all the awardees that will be, there's a lot of awards that you're going to get today. Congratulations to you and to all the parents of these awardees. And we look forward to your continued support, and more than that, we look forward to your continued success. And have a wonderful celebration of this day and for the rest of the state, Amrita, and beyond. Okay. Okay, thank you. And Om Amriteshwari Namaha.
Thank you, sir, for that gracious and inspiring welcome address. Your words have truly set an enthusiastic and uplifting tone for this grand celebration. Your vision, encouragement, and steadfast commitment to excellence continue to inspire and guide us all. As it is often said, the best way to predict the future is to create it, and your leadership constantly empowers us to do exactly that. We are deeply motivated by your insights and feel privileged to be part of this journey under your guidance. Thank you once again, sir.
A great institution flourishes under visionary leadership, purposeful direction, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Our principal, Dr. Sriram Devanathan, has been the driving force behind the remarkable growth and accomplishment of this institution. Dr. Sriram Devanathan, our esteemed principal, School of Engineering, is a scholar par excellence. Dr. Sriram holds a rare dual PhD degree from Iowa State University in chemical engineering and statistics, a powerful blend of precision and analysis. Not stopping there, he also holds a master's in chemical engineering and another in sociology, bringing together science, systems, and society in one brilliant mind. Before stepping into academia, he spent over a decade in US industry working with global giants 3M Company and Lonza Biosciences across Minnesota, Texas, California, and Washington, D.C. During this time, he led global quality improvement and cost reduction projects in multiple 3M manufacturing units, turning engineering into efficiency and innovation into impact. His passion for learning and sharing led him to train more than 1,200 professionals, engineers, managers, and operators in statistical methods, software tools, and Six Sigma methodologies. His technical expertise is deep and wide. From CGMP to ISO internal auditing, he has mastered the global standards of excellence. Among his many excellences are Six Sigma Black Belt training from 3M, USA, ISO 9001 Internal Auditor Training, USA, the prestigious 3M Pollution Prevention PACE Award, and a special citation for social service from the Mayor of Los Angeles, California. With over 23 years of rich research experience, Dr. Sriram's focus today is as inspiring as it is impactful. Sustainable development with deep engagement in women's empowerment, rural upliftment, combating gender bias, and fostering resilience in tribal commitment. Behind every thriving institution stands a person who not just sees what is, but what can be. Dr. Sriram Devanathan is precisely humanitarian who counts molecules and lives as well. It is now my proud privilege to invite Dr. Sriram Devanathan, Principal, Amrita School of Engineering, Bengaluru, to address the gathering and present the achievements and milestones of the past academic award.
Om Amriteshwarye Namaha. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our most beloved Chancellor, Amma. A warm welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Ram Subramaniam. Thank you, sir, for gracing the occasion. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. And a warm welcome to everybody gathered here. A special greeting to my dear colleagues, Dr. Manoj, Dr. Gopal, Dr. Vidya and her organizing team, all my colleagues and dear students. So I escaped, in a sense, from the hot seat over there, but unfortunately you're all still stuck for quite a little while now, and hopefully the gods will be merciful in terms of the heat and the wind. I pray that we are able to get through this without any damage. Today, especially since Manoj sir mentioned about the significance of this, the institution day, I thought I'll just briefly talk about this and then get into what I'm supposed to do. A task which is to present the annual report in a very formal way. So I request you all to bear with me as I go through that. But first, the idea of the institution day, Amritotsava. Now the Sanskrit word Utsava, it talks about the removal of sorrow. If I split it into Ut and Shava, removal of sorrow. So all the festivals are designed for this, about the removal of sorrow. Now, then we look at the Amritotsava. So we are looking at how is it that our Chancellor has set up or institutionalized. The word institute, to institute something, is to set up, to establish, to fix, and so on. So what has Amma done in an institutionalized way to remove sorrow? Now, this, I am not the best person to talk about it. In fact, there's one person who does a fantastic job of this, Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, who's Dean of Engineering in our Amritapuri campus. He does fantastic talks on this subject. But even just to cover all the things that Amma has done in this regard would take hours and hours and hours. There are any number of books written on this. But in our own direct and personal way, we have all experienced this. The fact that we are all gathered here suggests one such way of Amma's establishing something. That is, if I take it in a very, very mundane way, she has provided an opportunity for education for so many thousands, tens of thousands of people. I think today, if I am not mistaken, there are about 1.2 lakh alumni of Amrita. Is that correct? Somewhere around that. 1.2 lakh alumni of Amrita. Now just think about that, the impact of just that one single fact of that. And now look at all the employment that has been provided, whether it is with the teaching faculty or all the other staff that are there in any capacity across the 10 campuses. And you take all that. Now, just right now, we have about 30,000 students enrolled in Amrita, currently, okay, across these campuses. And you're looking at 2,000 plus faculty and all the other non-teaching faculty. And with all of these, tens of thousands of staff that are there in all of these, and the past alumni, 1.2 lakh alumni, I'm going to tell you that this is just a drop in the ocean in terms of all that she's done, because I am not even looking at all the humanitarian activities that are there across the world. This is just a small part, small fraction. So I just wanted to start on that note that when we say it's an institution day, we should think about what has been instituted. And that answer is tremendous. a lot has been instituted. And it's going to go and grow in an accelerated way into the future. Just to take one example, one university that stands out in terms of how quickly it has climbed into the global rankings and gained a very quick name for itself is Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. And when I look at the trajectory of Amrita, I can tell you it is no less compared to that. In fact, the trajectory in some ways has surpassed that of NTU. And this is just amazing because we do not have the same level of infrastructure and support and all that in India as compared to the developed country like Singapore. And so the worth of it has to be appreciated 10 times more. So all of these, just to put into perspective, that today, if we are talking about a celebration, it is about recognizing all the things that have been established and set up, not just in terms of the Amrita University schools, constituent schools, but also in terms of all the vast sphere of activities under Amma's banner. So we celebrate that. But of course, since there are so many campuses, so many schools, we would like to celebrate that with a more personalized and customized touch. And so that is why we are gathered here within the Bengaluru campus. And also I would like to mention specially something that we can look forward to, which I hope you will applaud for, is that next year is going to be our Silver Jubilee year as well. So now we take a look at, on this annual day, when I present this annual report, what is it that can be considered some of the highlights? And in this regard, I would like to say, given the limitation of the time and the environmental conditions and everything, a lot of work obviously has gone into the creation of every aspect of the institution, academic administration, the education delivery, and so on. The educational experience, campus experience. So many people are involved. Thousands of people are involved. Literally thousands of people are involved. And obviously the names of all of those is not going to be presented here. And even the ones who have really been outstanding, I wouldn't be doing justice to them because their names may be flashed here and then taken away a matter of a second, a few seconds. But if I think about the work that they've put into it, it may be across weeks, months, years, and so on, for them to achieve something outstanding. And so a big salute to all of them for the contributions that they have done, which then has made us proud to present this report. So I will start first with just some salient features, the highlights of the institution, some facts, sort of Amrita Bengaluru campus facts at a glance, and then we will go into the achievements as well. So as we now present the annual report for the academic year 2025-26, we do so with great gratitude for the foundation laid by all those who have contributed to our journey. This report is not only a record of achievements and milestones, but also a reflection of our shared commitment to continue moving forward with purpose and with excellence. There are 9 undergraduate B.Tech programs and 5 M.Tech programs currently being offered, and a very, very healthy set of PhD programs as well. The campus has state-of-the-art facilities, which I really won't go into detail. The accolades that I spoke about and the comparison with NTU is reflected not just in my saying so, but in how the world has perceived it. Global ranking agencies, Indian national government rankings, the NIRF, and so on, they've all consistently ranked us in the top based on technical and non-technical criteria. The research in Amrita has been outstanding. This is one of the ways in which I guess we could compare to NTU. Just to give you an idea, the funding that we have received for research far outpaces that which NITs have received. Just to give you an idea, I think this is something you can all feel proud about, especially considering a lot of you sitting in the audience are first-year students. Do you know that Amrita has received more than 350 crores of funding? This is just outstanding. And so that is not just because somebody said, I like this university, but it is because of all the faculty and the students who have shown excellence in terms of their technical contributions. And so naturally, when we have research of high standards, there are many firsts, such as the wireless sensor network system that's implemented for early detection of landslides, something in the AIMS Hospital, Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences Hospital, Asia's first upper arm double hand transplant, and many, many more. And another way in which the university has been recognized is the award of several UNESCO endowed chairs, which is again of great, great merit for a university so young especially. There are several international collaborators across the world, and I think you'll get an appreciation for this when I say that in the Amrita Center for International Programs, there are dedicated teams for different parts of the world. So there is a team for US, there is a team for Australia, and one for Europe, and so on. So that should give you an idea of the magnitude of the collaborations. Now we come specifically to within the Bangalore campus. In terms of the research, there are several research labs and research centers, and this includes several for the computing and artificial intelligence as well as the core engineering disciplines. They are extremely active, and they've done us proud in terms of all the research output. In fact, I am also happy to say this is a little bit of patting ourselves on the back, and you can all feel free to pat yourself on the back as well. Bangalore campus is actually leading the university with some of the research metrics. So the slide shows how the research labs have evolved over the years, and that is how the journey typically is. That every year we keep trying to add more and more domains and thematic areas to keep up with the times and to keep up with the forefront of the research, frontier areas of research. So here again, we have done well in terms of drawing the funding and contributing to the university pool, be it from the R&D government institutions like DRDO, ISRO, or the State Government Science and Technology Forum, or from the industry in terms of consultancies, or in terms of Amrita seed grants as well. So these funding opportunities have spanned across various domains in core engineering as well as the computing and AI, and in fact across the humanities as well, such as the Indian knowledge systems. The research output has significantly increased over the years, and I said that's contributed to the Bangalore campus excelling even compared to all the other campuses. And this is again recognized in terms of the patents that have been filed and published. So we do want to go great guns with the translational work as well and support the industry. In fact, I just want to mention that this has drawn the attention of some of the government defense services also. They see the credibility and have confidence in Amrita, and so they've been working with us in terms of projects to help them out. There are lots of accolades. I just want to mention a few that we have faculty who are in the Stanford top 2% scientists that are published. The list is published every year. We have faculty who've shown excellence in terms of their research and received the Chancellor's Fellowship for pursuing some research abroad. We have faculty who have received grants from government. We also have faculty who've gained recognition as resource persons, delivering expert lectures in other institutions. And some of these, I think, I'm just going to flash through it for scarcity of time. And yeah, so there are several accolades for students as well. So one of those, I'm just going to read out a couple of them. Ms. Shweta Sridhar from the Artificial Intelligence Engineering has secured admission to MSc in Nanyang Technological University that I had referred to earlier. Some others as well in top universities abroad. These include certain hackathons and competitions both in computing and core engineering as well. Please pardon me for skipping these slides again because of lack of time. And just to highlight the fact that there are about 55 clubs on campus, student activity clubs. Out of those, about half of them are technical clubs associated with professional societies like ACM, IEEE, and so on. And the other half of these clubs are cultural clubs. Okay, so let us just give a big round of applause to all of these student awardees. In addition to this, we've had a lot of industry visits, and a little later I'll just briefly mention about a recent successful event with the industry as well. Our alumni have done us proud. There are lots of them in top positions across the world, not just in India. And I'm very, very happy to say there are 4 of them who actually are civil servants as well. They've gone through the UPSC and qualified, and they've done outstandingly well. Placements, this is one thing that every parent and every student asks about, and not just when they join, but before they join as well. And Amrita has done really well in this regard. And of course, the landscape and the scenario changes year to year. Suddenly, one day you may find that the mechanical engineering students are at the top, and then another day the computer science may be at the top, another day the ECE students may be at the top, and so on. So this is a natural cycle that every college faces in the world. It's nothing new. But in spite of all these fluctuations, I think the university has done extremely well. And I'm also happy to mention something in this regard. Our Chancellor's spirit of giving carries on to the alumni as well. There are so many cases where the students students are placed not just through the campus formal procedures, but also through the alumni support, whether it is for internships or for full-time jobs. So let us please give them a big round of applause. In terms of the graduation ceremonies, we have twice a year, and this is also recognizing that, PhDs, you cannot just tell them that you have to graduate at a certain time of the year. It can just be very fluid. So to avoid delays to their graduation and the receipt of the degree, there are 2 graduations every year, so we have these graduation ceremonies related to that. And in terms of the university level and campus level, we've had some very, very good, strong performances in terms of academic excellence. Now, the academic excellence is not just in terms of the CGPA, But this is again one of the unique things about Amrita, and that is the research output. All the students who receive a distinction in their undergraduate degree are people that have published and in a top quality journal as well. So the research culture is very healthy, and it's not just in terms of the master's or the PhD thesis, but right from undergraduate level as well. So let us give a big round of applause to all the awardees of academic excellence. There are lots of school level activities, as I mentioned, both of an academic nature and of a cultural nature. And Amrita prides itself on holistic development. So you'll see a taste of this as I move forward in the slides. There are several conferences, webinars, workshops, and seminars organized. And one of these, okay. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a, yeah. So one of those is the flagship multi-fest event called Dastan. Even though we are a heavily tech-oriented campus, it doesn't stop us from having a focus on other domains, such as with social sciences and humanities and so on. One of the examples is this conference that was hugely successful. In fact, in this conference, we received over 700 paper submissions, and this was conducted by the English department. And it's titled 21st Century Approaches to Interdisciplinary Dialogues in Literary Studies. This was held in March this year.
It is not going down, it is going further.
We also have global level events. One of those is the International Collegiate Programming Contest that's been running for many years now. And spans over a few days. Another concept which I really like is the idea of a boot camp. We often get the feedback that we could really boost the hands-on kind of experience, and this is one such great step in that regard. the idea of the boot camp is to have a very intense workshop in hands-on mode. And so this was specifically with respect to generative AI and large language models and the concepts and applications. As you can understand, this has huge relevance and significance for the coming years. There are lots of internal committee events as well. So one of those is the internal compliance committee. Then there's the induction that we do in a very grand way, I would say, for close to 2 weeks. And this time there was the celebration of Women's Day with a walkathon for women and several other welfare-related issues in terms of free health checkup and so on. These are not actors, these are our actual faculty who have taken it in a great spirit. We also have another thing that we are very proud of. There is a grant from the Government of India, AICTE. It's for inculcating a sense of innovation and translational work, commercialization work, having an industry focus to our education delivery. And it's called the Idea Lab. And this was granted in 2025, and this was formally inaugurated. And shortly within maybe another month or so, we'll have a fully established, fully equipped lab. And it's the building that you see behind you, right behind the pandal. That's the building that houses the lab across 3 floors. We also have the e-cell. Entrepreneurship, as we know, is a huge focus right now, and we want to make sure our students are fully equipped for it and empowered for it. Amrita Dhara is what I mentioned, the ensemble of the student activity clubs, the technical and the cultural as well. So there are 2, Samskriti and Prachodana. So just to give you a glimpse into those events.
शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी रुक्का पुव्वु पूसिया पुव्वे अंदंगा बतुकम्मय्ये टुंगुटयाला कोम्मल पूले दित्ताम 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 ये मबुयनका
In some of these slides, I just wanted to mention to our chief guests that we have strived to make it a matrix organization rather than a hierarchical one. And you might have seen in many slides our campus director and the faculty sitting along with the students and participating in all these events as well. So along with the national and state festivals, we have all the cultural festivals, religious festivals, and of course the days of national importance as well.
जो मेरे साथ थे
সবাই করে ভয়, তবে পরাণে খুলে ও তুই মুখ ফুটে তোর মনের কথা একলা বলো রে। যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে
Kalakriti, another such campus fest, it was organized in August. It provides a welcoming platform for freshers to showcase their talents and build connections while encouraging creativity and innovation. We have very, very active sports or activities as well, and a lot of students have done us proud at both the state and the national level as well. And then some of the highlights of the technical events, that is the Prachodana wing of Amritotsava. What you're seeing is an outreach activity.
It was very good interacting with the judges here because they're very informative and their knowledge on every other domain that we have is exquisite and excellent.
Now we come to a very, very special award that has been established for the last, I think, 13, 14 years or so, 14 years, I guess. So this is the Karthik Kalaichelvan Memorial Award. This was instituted in 2011-12 in association with Mr. and Mrs. Kalaichelvan, who are sitting right in the front here. If I may request you to kindly rise. Let us please give them a big round of applause. This is to memorialize the loss of their son, Karthik Kalaichelvan, who was the student of the Department of Electrical Engineering, Electrical and Electronics Engineering in our campus, in our school. So every year, in memory, 2 top-ranking students from the Department of EEE are given this award. And so we have with us the parents, and year after year they've been unfailing in terms of their support, and we can't express our gratitude enough. I know while this is special, I know it also would be something very intense for them to face this year after year. Very personal, very emotional, and yet their strength is reflected in terms of their commitment to this for so many years. Just imagine that there is absolutely no obligation, and year after year they have stood by us and supported us with this just out of their goodness of heart. So, my dear students, all colleagues, let us please give them a standing ovation. Thank you so much. So before I conclude with this, I want to mention, as I mentioned at the beginning, you can see how many events, how many activities have taken place. And I've just barely given a second or two for all of them. And I know it is not fair, but this is the constraint of time. And just from my side, I can tell you the university is deeply, deeply appreciative, full of gratitude. I always remember our chancellor. Whenever anybody has offered her any praise and commendation for something that the organization has done, for something that they say Amma has done, because of you, this has happened. Amma immediately says, no, it is my children, they have done this. Unfailingly, she says that. And so that is how I see it also. Lots of laurels and commendations have come for the university, but it is because of you, all the staff, faculty, and students of this institution who have so generously given. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Now, along with this, of course, even the presentation of the annual report itself is a tremendous task. Several people have been involved in this, but of course, at the forefront is the person that has been supportive in all my day-to-day duties and activities. That is Mrs. Vasanti, who is the Executive Secretary of the Principal's Office. Thank you so much. And she has been backed by the team from Amrita Office of Communications, the ICTS, and many others, and all the faculty, the department chairs and vice chairs, and of course the students as well. So I have presented before you a comprehensive report, I hope, detailing all the proceedings and events that have taken place in our campus in the last 1 year. Taking experiences from the past, we are moving ahead in our endeavor to place our university in a higher and higher position amongst its contemporaries and peers in terms of academics and research and in every holistic measure. So I end this seeking Amma's blessings for all. May our beloved Amma as always guide us and be the source of strength in all our future endeavors. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya. So having given this report, I also want to share a deep loss that we have suffered this year, during this academic year. We have lost one of our long-standing, very eminent, distinguished professor and researcher of the highest caliber, Dr. Danesh Kurup, who was professor in the Department of Electronics and Communications Engineering. It was a very, very sudden, unexpected loss. Dr. Danesh had gone for a visit to give a technical talk in one of our campuses in Nagarkoil. And so there he unexpectedly encountered a cardiac arrest. This was in March. So it is now a little over a month since this loss. His presence will surely be missed. We are already seeing the impact of this. The students, the colleagues who worked along with him in the research lab, and the university as a whole surely misses his presence and his contributions. We are with his family in commiserating with this loss. And today, to respect his deep contributions and his commitment, his unwavering support and commitment to Amma and to the organization, let us please observe a brief period of silence for a minute. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, sir, for that truly powerful and inspiring address. Your words have beautifully reflected the remarkable journey of our institution while igniting in us a renewed sense of purpose, ambition, and enthusiasm. As you so meaningfully reminded us, the spirit of Ulsava, to rise above and dispel sorrow, resonate deeply with today's celebration. Your visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to excellence continue to inspire us to aim higher. As it is rightly said, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way, and you exemplify this in every sense. We feel proud and privileged to be guided by such dynamic leadership. Thank you once again, sir, for your constant encouragement and invaluable guidance. Every successful institution is inspired by visionary leaders from industry and society. Today, we are privileged to have with us an eminent personality whose accomplishments continue to inspire young minds. It is now my proud privilege to invite our chief guest of the day, Sri Ram Subramanian. Sri Ram Subramaniam, Vice President and GCC Lead at Qualcomm, as a member of the Global CIO Leadership Team, he has the dual role of leading the Global Capability Center from India as well as of the regional CIO for Qualcomm. Prior to this, he was with Pfizer, where he was Vice President accountable for developing IT strategy and global roadmap of digital transformation initiatives focused on R&D and manufacturing functions in APAC. He has 30 years of international experience, both from an industry, business perspective, and the consulting world. Having lived in 6 countries and worked in several more across the US, Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia Pacific regions. Prior to moving back to India in 2013, he worked in Bearing Point, formerly KPMG Consulting, in the CIO advisory practices in US and Europe. Through a unique blend of business, IT, and consulting experience at a global level, he has successfully managed global IT initiatives, including the setup of operations with a balanced mixture of on-site and offshore and internal and external teams with organizations such as Pfizer, Hospira, Eli Lilly, Stifel Labs, Philips Medical Systems, Panasonic, Veolia, etc. He did executive management education at Yale School of Management, USA, on top of his degrees in production engineering and management from the National Institute of Technology, India. He is also on the executive board of a charitable organization focused on delivering medical and educational support for deserving individuals in India. May I now request our respected chief guest, Sri Ram Subramaniam, to address the gathering. Sir, please.
Hello. Yeah. Good morning to the respected director, principal, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and of course our dear students. It's truly a humbling opportunity for me to be among such esteemed faculty, such young, sharp minds who are in this university and in this campus. I think Amrita stands out because it blends the academic excellence with purpose, which is the most important thing whenever you're doing studies or doing working or anything you're trying to do in life, right? What's the purpose? And I think as the director and the principal point out, Amma's vision of how we are serving the mankind. I think that should be the most important thing for anyone, whether it doesn't matter whether you're an engineer or a doctor. That's the most important thing we should all have in the mind. I was talking to them a little bit earlier in terms of the importance of the day. I think it is, you can call it an annual day, you can call it an institution day, but it's a day of coming together and celebrating the past year and, of course, looking forward to the future years also, right? Now, if I may address the students, I was also a student long back, but at the same time, one of my mentors always say that you never stop being a student. Every day is a school day because you learn something new every day, and I truly mean it. Don't think that you finish your 4 years here, your studies are done. Probably it's going to start then only. Here you are probably studying from the books, from a curricula, but once you go out into the life, you are learning from a completely unscripted syllabus, and that's the fun, I would say. I was told that we have the first year students, the second year students, and everyone here. The first year students are still trying to probably figure out where the different classrooms are, and the second year students are probably figuring out, okay, what my seniors told is probably true, or maybe the third year students are thinking that, oh, I'm in third year, I still have a long way to go, so I have enough time. And the final year students are suddenly thinking, oh, damn, it's getting over. So now I need to think of life, I have to think of placements, I have to think of resume, and I have to get a job, right? I think it's a cycle. That's how you go through. But, and the most important thing is also that you're all studying engineering, and you're studying engineering at a time when the technology is changing like anything. It's super fast. It's very difficult to keep up with what is changing. But do we have a choice? I don't think so. I don't think we have a choice that, hey, I'll learn this later. I think you have to be on the fly, keep updating yourself. We were talking about the syllabus itself, how difficult is it even for the universities to keep up with the syllabus, and then, but I was told that Amrita has a wonderful program of working with the industry and working with other academia also to keep up-to-dating what we teach and what we learn and what is the opportunities we are providing, right? I think that is super important to keep it in mind. We always keep hearing, I know you have a AI department, and that's all you can hear every day whenever you open internet or email or even WhatsApp, right? It is here, it is real, unlike some of the technologies which we had in the past, like some of the others, like blockchain or something. Probably that was a fad, but AI is here. It is touching our lives day in, day out. Now, obviously, there's a big discussion everywhere is that, is AI going to take our jobs? I think as an engineer, you should be curious. AI is not going to take away your job, but the jobs are going to be taken by some engineer who knows how to use AI. So that is something you have to really keep in mind. Rather than trying to get worried about AI, it's something which you need to keep in mind as to how you can use AI in your job, in your studies, and in your daily life itself. So that's a key thing here. A few thoughts I have is that as a student, whether you're first year or final year, I think be curious, which is very, very important. It's not what you will learn in the textbooks, right? It's you asking the question of why. One of my professors, when I was doing my management program, asked the question is that ask why, and ask why not, right? Why is something somebody's already found out, and why not is something you are questioning the what has already been found out, right? So that helps you to figure out as to the actual reason of what something is happening or what something is not happening. It might sound a little bit odd, but the fact is that we all learn competence by studying textbooks, but curiosity is something which you have to develop in yourself. Anybody can learn a textbook, right? So, but the thinking which goes with what you learn is what makes us different from a machine or a computer and a human being. How much our AI developed, that's that the human, it can never clone a human being. So that is where your and mine, all our differentiation factor comes in as to being curious and finding out as to why something is happening in such a way and why not something is not happening in such a way. I think that is very, very important. The other thing is, second thing I would think is also that we are all very much used to instant success. It helps us, instant success helps us, but I think it probably is an encouragement, it's a booster dose, but what ultimately we would need is how we build capability. Like we say that in India we have so much of engineers, we have one a specific particular, you read in the newspapers, right? This company is winning contracts and all that. But how do you sustain that? That's what you got to think as an individual also. It's not that you get a job, you get what do you call the first rank in the class, but then how do you sustain and how do you build that as a capability so that you are known for something famous? What I think that's something you need to be known as, what is that makes me unique than as the director was saying earlier, we probably have around 100,000 or 1.5 lakh students coming out of just Amrita itself. So imagine what is coming out of the whole of India, right? So build that unique capability, what you should pursue, what that capability is, and identify that and then build on that one. And I think the third aspect, I don't have a lot of things, and there's no vibe after this one. So, but the third important thing is also like, whatever you are studying, as I mentioned earlier, ask the why not question, challenge your professors, which is super, super important. I don't think any of the faculty will feel bad that you are asking, why is this happening? Or why this can't happen, right? I think it's a collective learning process. You'll be surprised. The faculty will also learn from you. It's not that you learning from the faculty, right? And that is how the experience and the new thinking coming together as such. So, whether it is AI or any coding or any engineering you are doing, is that you just look at, hey, what problem am I solving here, right? Not rather than just what this code is going to do. What problem am I solving? I think that helps us to understand with the purpose. Again, like Amma was telling, it's the purpose is what helps you to connect to whatever you are doing. It's super important. If you see that in the last 1 decade in India, what all happened? You all use Paytm, Google Pay, Bheem UPI and all that, right? That dramatically changed the way we do business in India. It got I think everybody has a phone, and it's so easy for the banking sector, the financial sector, to get to nook and corner of this world, nook and corner of this country. I think I can say the world because even now the UPI is being adopted in several other countries also. So see the impact that has made, or be it the e-commerce. We are all used to addicted to Big Basket and Flipkart and all that, but imagine how it was a few years back, and again the impact it has made. Or let's say, so we had ISRO launching satellites. ISRO launching, we are going to Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan. It's all possible by the Indian engineering talent. So just imagine what you can do. It's an ocean of opportunity out there, but it's not always success. There's going to be a lot of failures. Trust me, there's going to be tons of failures. You will be disappointed that why am I doing this, and I put all my hard work but didn't work through. But again, there's always learning from that, right? So when you are doing your class project, when you're doing your final year project, if we are getting everything right in the first time, I'm sure your professors are going to be wondering, abhi ye kaise ho gaya, right? So failure is part of the whole game. You don't have to worry about that one, but that helps us to understand what went wrong and why it went wrong, right? So that you can learn from that also. So just to wrap up, I think I just want to remind you one aspect is that don't get too frustrated, especially the final year students. Don't get worried about what job will I get, how much salary will I get, but try to imagine the role you are going to play in the company and in the society. And I think what is the most important is being a better human being. That's what makes the entire difference. Nobody is going to remember Ram as the vice president of Qualcomm or anything, but Ram as an individual is what matters, right? That's what is super important. You should be thinking of that one. Thank you, and good luck for everyone.
They say, the mark of a truly great speaker is not just what they say, but what they leave behind. Sir, what you have left us today is something far more valuable than advice. It is a possibility. Thank you, sir, for reminding us that best is always yet to come. Thank you.
This occasion is not just a celebration, but also a recognition of dedication, perseverance, and academic excellence. We now move on to one of the most anticipated segments of today's program, the presentation of the Academic Excellence Awards and the Karthik Kalaichelvan Memorial Awards. This prestigious awards honor students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, commitment, and a true spirit of excellence.
We request the prize winners to be ready near the stage and come forward as their names are announced. You know, grades tell only part of story, but when someone scores at the very top consistently, it speaks of something more: discipline in the dark, persistence in the private, and excellence chosen quietly. Today, we celebrate the excellence. Prize winners, this moment belongs to you. You have earned it, every single mark of it. To begin with, we shall now proceed with the presentation of Academic Excellence Award. I kindly invite Dr. Smita Singh, our academic coordinator, to announce the names of the award recipients. I request our chief guest, Sri Ram Subramaniam sir, to felicitate the awards to the students.
Starting with the batch of 22 batch for their performance in third year. Starting with the AI, the first rank goes to Aishwarya G with the SGP of 9.89. Aishwarya G. The second place goes to Kavya Shri, K. Kavya Shri with an SGPA of 9.81. K. Kavya Shri. Moving to CSE, the first rank goes to Sai Smriti Muthukumar with an SGPA of the first rank goes to Archishman Ghosh with an SGPA of 9.51. Archishman Ghosh with an SGPA of 9.51. The second rank, Sai Smriti Muthukumar with an SGPA of 9.49. And the second rank is shared by two people. The one more person receiving the second rank is A. Yasashri Lasya with an SGPA of 9.49. Now moving to EAC, the first rank goes to Prabina Subedi with an SGPA of 9.57. The second rank goes to B. Venkata Anagaha with an SGPA of 9.53. B. Venkata Anagaha. Moving to ECE, the first rank goes to A. Shri Jagati with an SGPA of 9.47. The second place goes to Tanu Kumari with an SGPA of 9.38, and this place is also held by S. Anirudh with SGPA of 9.38. So there are two second rank holders. S. Anirudh. Okay, moving to Triple E. The rank 1 goes to V. Sai Soumya Reddy. V. Sai Soumya Reddy with an SGPA of 9.68. The second rank holder is Sweta Anika Reddy with an SGPA of 9.26. Now the mechanical. The first rank goes to K. Bhargav Ram with an SGPA of 9.54. K. Bhargav Ram with an SGPA of 9.54. The second rank goes to Nitya Shri R with an SGPA of 8.54. So these were the recipients of the 22 batch students for their performance in the third year academic year. Okay, now thank you, sir, for giving up the awards, and a big round of applause for the recipients, please. Thank you, sir, for giving away the prize. Now I would like our director P. Manoj, Dr. P. Manoj, to come and give the awards to the 23 batch of students for their performance in their second year. And audience, please be more active and encourage our students. Starting from AID, the first place goes to V. Siddharth with a SGPA of 9.62. Come on guys, please give a round of applause to them. The second place goes to U. Vanilla Sai with an SGPA of 9.45. Moving to AI, the first place goes to P. Hima Varshini. AI, the first place goes to P. Hima Varshini with an SGPA of 9.49. The second place goes to Swati V with an SGPA of 9.39. Now from CSE, the first place goes to Himmat Kulkarni with an SGPA of 9.46. Give a huge round of applause, people. The second place goes to Janvi Harish Kulkarni with an SGPA of 9.44. Moving to ESE, the first place goes to Chenna Latika with an SGPA of 9.34. The second place goes to S. Shri Vallabha with an SGPA of 9.31. Now from ECE, the first place goes to K. Sai Lakshmi Pranita with an SGPA of 9.43. The second place goes to K. Akshita with an SGPA of 9.31. From Triple E, the first place goes to R. Deepika with an SGP of 8.72. R. Deepika. The second place goes to Ritik MS with an SGP of 8.26. From ELC, the first place goes to Kritika Suresh with an SGP of 9.19. The second place goes to Sri Lakshmi Veeraraghavan with an SGP of 9.06. From Mechanical, the first place goes to Lavanya Velusamy with the SGP of 9.13. The second place goes to Subramanian MR with an SGP of 8.89. Come on children, please give a huge round of applause for the achievers. From RAE, the first place goes to Ritvik Sai Kumar L with an SGP of 9.43. The second rank holder is not there with us. His name is Nandit Karthikeyan with an SGP of 9.23. He is not present today. Thank you, Manoj sir, for giving away the prizes. Now moving to the batch of 2024 for the academic performance in the first year. May I now invite our principal, Dr. Shriram Devanathan, to give away the prizes. Starting with AID, the first rank holder is Ritanmanyu NJ with a CGP of 9.73. The second place goes to Kodali Kirti with a SGP of 9.51. From AI, the first place goes to Adina Shri Venkat Uttam Kumar with an SGP of 9.52. The second place goes to Akash Krishna MV with an SGP of 9.46. Come on students, cheer the achievers please. Now from CSE, the first place goes to Ayush Mainali with a SGP of 9.64. The second place goes to Pratyush Shrestha with an SGP of 9.59. Pratyush Shrestha. From EAC, the first rank goes to B. Harshal with an SGP of 9.4. B. Harshal. The second rank goes to Sahitya Madhusudan with an SGP of 9.37. Come on students, please show your enthusiasm. Now moving to ECE, the first place goes to Sai Hasini R with an SGP of 9.53. Sai Hasini R. The second place goes to B. Aditya Sai Vardhan with an SGPA of 9.46. B. Aditya Vardhan. From Triple E, the first place goes to V. Karthik Reddy with an SGPA of 9.48. The second place goes to A. Hari Kumar with an SGPA of 9.20. From ELC, the first place goes to Rivaz Adhikari with a SGPA of 9.36. So Rivaz Adhikari with an SGPA of 9.36. The second place goes to B. Harsha Dhrutija with an SGPA of 9.16. Now moving to mechanical, the first place goes to G. Midun with an SGPA of 9.25. The second place goes to Ayana Riaz with an SGPA of 9.23. Come on students, please give a huge round of applause. Now from RAE, the first place is shared by two people. The first is K. Sai Srinidhi with an SGPA of 9.32. K. Sai Srinidhi with an SGPA of 9.32. Again, the first rank holder is B. Neda Aditi with an SGPA of 9.32. First rank holder. The second place goes to Chauhan Praneet Singh with an SGPA of 9.22. Come on students, please give a huge round of applause to the 24 batch of students. Thank you sir. We will move to now the Academic Excellence Award for the MTech students, first year MTech students. May I now invite a principal of computing, Dr. Gopal Krishna, to give away the prizes. The first rank goes to, starting with CSE, the first rank goes to A. Shruti Chandrika with an SGPA of 9.33. The second place goes to Naga Datta Dogi Party with an SGPA of 9.18. Now for data science, the first place goes to Purnima G with an SGPA of 9.38. The second place goes to K. Harish with an SGPA of 9.36. The embedded systems, the first rank holder is not present. His name is Aditya B with an SGPA of 9.46. But the second rank holder is present. His name is Sabyasachi Datta with an SGPA of 9.26. From RAU, the first rank holder is GVR Kameshwar Rao with an SGPA of 9.24. The second rank holder is P. Sai Kalyan Vasant with an SGPA of 8.77. From VLD, our first rank holder is not there, but the second rank holder is J. Ganadeep with an SGP of 9.28. Come on audience, give a huge round of applause for all the achievers of the Academic Excellence Award.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, ma'am. Karthik Kalaiselvan Memorial Award is instituted in the memory of Karthik, EEE student of Bengaluru campus, by his parents. It is given to the two top-ranking students from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. We shall now move on to the presentation of Karthik Kalaiselvan Memorial Award instituted in cherished memory of Karthik Kalaiselvan to honor the meritorious student for the outstanding academic achievement. May I invite Dr. Sriram Devanathan, Principal, to announce the achievers of both the awards. May I now request Mr. and Mrs. Kalaiselvan to kindly come forward and present the awards.
The following are the winners of the Karthik Kalaiselvan Award for this year. The first place goes to V. Sai Soumya Reddy. And the second place goes to Shweta Anki Reddy.
So there is one more category of award left for the students who were involved in building the in-house project, software projects for our college. Under the leadership of Dr. Prakash Marimittu. So the first one is Ayush Sharma. May I invite our principal, Dr. Sriram Devanathan, to give away the prize, please. The first place goes to Ayush Sharma for developing a timetable software. This software has been developed to automate the process of timetable generation for academic schedules. Ayush Sharma. Another student is Sivakoti Satvik from RAE, 23 batch RAE, for developing process automation software. This project is designed to automate various multiple processes within the exam cell. Sivakoti Satvik. With this, we come to the end of the academic excellence and all the awards. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Congratulations to all the award winners. Your achievement make us immensely proud and reflect your dedication, discipline, and perseverance. As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam beautifully said, excellence happens not by accident, it is a process. May you continue to soar higher, achieve greater milestones, and inspire many others through your success. Thank you once again to all.
In many cultures, the art of gifting is not about the object, it is about the intention behind it. When we felicitate our chief guest today, we are not merely presenting a memento, we are expressing something words cannot fully carry. Deep gratitude, profound respect, and a hope that the connection formed today continues well beyond this hall. As a token of our gratitude and respect, we now request our campus director, Dr. P. Manoj, to honor our esteemed chief guest, Shri Ram Subramaniam. May I also invite Dr. Shri Ram Devanathan, Principal, School of Engineering, and Dr. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, School of Computing and AI, to kindly join in this special gesture of appreciation.
Thank you, sir, for graciously accepting our token of appreciation. As we near the conclusion of this memorable celebration, it is now time to express our gratitude to all those who made this occasion truly special. I now have the privilege of inviting Dr. E.A. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, Amrita School of Computing and School of Artificial Intelligence, to deliver the vote of thanks. Dr. Gopalakrishnan EA, a pioneer in artificial intelligence and complex systems. He currently serves as the principal of both Amrita School of Computing and Amrita School of Artificial Intelligence at the Bengaluru campus. In addition, he heads the Amrita Center for Artificial Intelligence and Data Analytics, a premier research hub where bold ideas meet a real-world impact. A PhD graduate from the prestigious IIT Madras, Dr. Gopalakrishnan has carved an impressive global footprint in AI research. His work has appeared in top-tier international journals such as Nature, Scientific Reports, Journal of Fluid Mechanics, Chaos, Physical Review E, IEEE Transactions, and Engineering Applications of Artificial Intelligence, to name a few. Among his many celebrated achievements, his deep learning-based model for stock price prediction has received global recognition. With over 1,000 citations, it continues to inspire research and innovation in financial AI systems. Beyond research, Dr. Gopalakrishnan is a visionary academic architect. He has designed and launched cutting-edge programs like BTech in CSE AI, BTech in AI and Data Science, and MTech in Data Science programs that don't just prepare students for jobs, but for the future of intelligence itself. His expertise has earned the trust of national agencies. He has successfully led research grants funded by DST, DRDO, and ICMR, working on AI solutions for healthcare and sustainable energy. Notably, the Department of Telecom, Government of India, select him to serve on a national working group tasked with refining standards for AI robustness, a critical frontier in trustworthy AI. His wide-ranging interests, from data-driven modeling and mathematical modeling to the ethical and responsible use of AI, reflects his holistic vision of what AI should and must become. A passionate researcher, mentor, and trailblazer, Dr. Gopal Krishnan, is not just advancing technology. He is preparing a generation to build AI that's powerful, purposeful, and principled. I now have the honor to inviting Dr. E.A. Gopal Krishnan, Principal, Amrita School of Computing and School of Artificial Intelligence, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. My humble pranams at the sacred lotus feet of our beloved Chancellor and our Guru Amma, and my reverential salutations to our Chief Guest, Campus Director, Principal School of Engineering, and faculty colleagues, parents, and my dear students. To begin with, I would like to thank the organizers of the stage who actually saved our cost of vitamin D tablets for an upcoming month. And I also thank especially for positioning me here near the cooler, which was actually a kind of relief. So I once again thank them, and I thank the audience for staying back for the vote of thanks. Otherwise, I was expecting that I will be delivering this to a group of chairs, so I am better. So as our director was saying regarding the university and its vision, and we have heard from Professor Sriram the achievements that we had in the last year. So it is really delightful to see what we have achieved. And to begin my official vote of thanks address, I would like to thank Amma, who is the sole reason for all these achievements, and she is the inspiration and she is the guiding light who is making all this success, guiding us throughout our journey. And when our director was mentioning about the campuses that we have, like one in the north, one in the south, one in the east, and one in the west, I got reminded of one thing. Like yesterday was the Jayanti of Adi Shankara, and today happens to be his birth star. And Adi Shankara is one of the early Indian philosophers, maybe 1200 years ago. He established 4 mutts to propagate the Advaita Vedanta in the east, west, north, and south of India. So now maybe our Chancellor, our Amma, is doing it in a different way by establishing university campuses in all these 4 directions and bringing a confluence of science and spirituality. And when I was hearing our chief guest address, what I was thinking is that every time when I am seeing anybody from industry, for that matter, I think Manoj sir and Sriram sir also, we always ask them one question. We ask them what is that industry wants, what is going to be the future, because we are really eager, and I think my faculty colleagues will share the same enthusiasm. So I was just thinking what he is going to say. And from what he said, what I understood is that there is a flux that is happening really now, that is engineering, be it engineering, education, or technology. Everything is changing. So there is one instance which I remember from Mahabharata. It's the famous dialogue between Yudhishthira and Yaksha. It is called as the Yaksha Prashna. So in that, the Yaksha is asking Yudhishthira, what should be the path, or which should be the path that people should follow? Then Yudhishthira says, in a shloka he says, Tarko Pratishta. I am not getting into the shloka because I can see here. So I will tell the last line of that. So Mahajano ye gadana pandha is what he says. That means when you are not sure about your path, then how do you decide how to go? You should follow the great men. You should follow the noble men, because always there can be confusion. So what Yudhishthira says to Yaksha is that there is no unified opinion about what is right, what is wrong. So similarly, I think in engineering and technology, we are facing a current situation. One day we are hearing somebody saying that coding is not going to exist. The very next day someone is telling that you cannot forgo coding, coding has to be there. And third day somebody is telling that AI is going to be horizontal. Fourth day you hear that no, AI is going to remain as a vertical. Maybe AI is a different technology. So what we can follow? What we can follow is what he has done already. So he deliberated what he has done in his life, like how he moved. And I was looking at his biodata. So I'm very happy to note that I was telling him when we were coming here, he did his production engineering BTech and then moved to IT. So personally, I feel very happy to say that, because myself being a mechanical engineering BTech graduate and moving on to AI, so always I feel this confluence or interdisciplinary nature is very important. I thank you so much, sir, for your very, very inspiring and motivating, and in fact, talking about what exactly is needed to be followed now. Now, I move on to thank our director and our principal School of Engineering for their continuous, inspiring, motivating leadership. I thank all the chairpersons, vice chairs, faculty, who are all the reason for the achievement that we have done in the last year. I also thank a special thanks to the CIR for their exemplary work in increasing our placements. And just as Sriram sir was mentioning about our excellence in research, I wish to note that in placements as well, our campus stands first amongst the Amrita campuses with around 80% plus overall placement. Not only that, the top package also comes from Bengaluru, top average salary is from Bengaluru, top median salary is from Bengaluru. So all the credit goes to the CIR. I am searching for my friend, the CIR head. Maybe he had his enough dose of vitamin D and he has gone for taking some rest. Okay, so now I also thank many of the supporting departments, ICTS, HR, admin, admissions. All these departments are the reason why we are able to function. So I thank all those departments. And before I conclude, in all the events, like you know that in this campus, we have almost every month, we have either a technical event or a cultural event, which is actually reflecting our strength and enthusiasm from the students. So this main reason is because of the Amrita Dhara, which is mainly headed by the student affairs. So I thank the head student affairs and the Amrita Dhara coordinators, Professor Prashant and Professor Bhavana, for their relentless contributions to motivate students to do this. And however, whatever we see as an event like this, so you only see people in the front. I say that there are some silent heroes working behind this scene. So I wish to thank the silent heroes as well. I wish to start from the office of the Principal of School of Engineering. So already Professor Sriram has thanked her. Once again, I wish to thank her for her relentless contribution in various ways. And I am sure that you will continue drafting our annual reports in future as well with the mentorship from sir. So thank you, ma'am. I also thank the International Office of the International Affairs. Again, Bangalore also happens to be one campus where maximum number of students are taking the dual degree, the international programs that Amrita University is offering. I thank the Office of the Alumni for a very, very warm and strong and effective connect that she has established with our alumni, again from the mentorship or with the mentorship of Professor Sriram. And I will be doing injustice if I do not thank the facilities department. The facilities department is doing a relentless job under the leadership of Captain Ram. So always they are at the forefront. Many times we being inadvertent, we give them requirements maybe an hour ago or maybe at best maybe 3 hours ago, but still without any kind of say anger or without any kind of resentment, they very pleasantly they comply and they arrange everything for us. And it is not just the facilities department, I would say there are other departments which are like the Office of the Academic Coordinator, the Office of the Deputy Controller of Examinations. All these units are helping us run the institute. And this particular Amritotsavam, I want to thank the Department of EEE, the chairperson of Department of EEE, the vice chair of Department of EEE, and the students and the faculty of Department of EEE for their excellent organization. And I wish to thank the parents of Karthik Kalaichelvan for continuously supporting the cause and being here every time without fail. And now almost we are reaching the time when we are going to have, maybe in another hour, we may have a very, very sumptuous lunch. So one unit which I wish to thank very much is Kurupetan and his team from kitchen, because you know that for the last 1 year plus, whoever is visiting the campus, they are all praising about our food. So when last time when our dean faculty was here, he was saying that he in fact wants to hire our kitchen staff, but we in a very, very intellectual and very kind of like smart move from us, we told him he's on leave, you cannot meet him today, so that he can't poach him to Coimbatore. And I also thank all the parents and students, because you are the reason why this institution is existing. So the very reason the institution is existing, the very reason institution is there, it is for you. And we are striving with all our best efforts to deliver whatever the best that we can for your improvement and betterment. So I thank all of you. I thank especially the first years sitting there in the hot sun. So thank you very much. So you will get your chance in the next Amritotsava maybe, because in the, yeah, so okay, so I wish to thank the office of, Amrita Office of Communication. So perhaps, otherwise, like, I am sure that by this time when you see your Instagram, our inauguration photos must have already been there, and there should be already a story up there. So their translation time is very, very fast. Like sometimes I hear from my mother, so she says, today you have attended a program. So I even don't know. So I tell her that I really don't know, like what program happened in my campus. But she says, no, this particular program has happened, and all these people have attended. I am not seeing you in the photographs. So that's how I get it. So I can understand. So she is 70 plus, so you can understand their reach, whatever that they are doing. Really, really good work that they are doing. So I once again thank all of you, and please pardon me if I have inadvertently missed any of you. And finally, I pray to Amma once again that she should bless us to achieve more in this year. Thank you so much. Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, sir. Gratitude, when expressed by those who truly mean it, has a way of making everyone in the room feel seen. Honored every contribution, acknowledged every effort, and reminded us that great events are never made by one, but by many. We are grateful for your gracious words and expressing gratitude to everyone who has contributed to the success of this grand celebration.
Success is not the destination, but the journey of constant growth and achievement. Congratulations once again to all achievers, and heartfelt thanks to everyone who made this event a grand success.
This brings us close of Amritotsava 2026. I would like to conclude with the words of Swami Vivekananda, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Today, this institution stood up to honor, to celebrate, to inspire. You, students, faculties, families, and dignitaries are the reason these words find meaning within these walls. Every celebration is a chapter, and every chapter ends so the story can continue. Today's chapter has been one of excellence, gratitude, and inspiration. As we step out of this hall, we carry with us not just memories and motivation also. Until we meet again at the next celebration, go forward and go further. This concludes Amritotsava 2026. Thank you all for being part of this beautiful journey.
Thank you all. May I now request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गङ्गा विन्ध्य हिमाचल यमुना गङ्गा उच्चल जलधि तरङ्गा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Once again, thank you all